The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the Old Dominion Monarchs taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. The Monarchs offense will come out first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Caught close to the marker, it's Cole. Wide open spaces. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Butler. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Monarchs line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. So Penn State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the back. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Polk. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Polk. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. And the Monarchs moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. The Monarchs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Buys a little extra time. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? From the 22 on first and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Runs through the tackle. Let's talk for just a minute about Old Dominion. Just a few games remaining. They're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or two conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
They'll run it on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the D deny them on second and goal. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They go to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on second down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Monarchs will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Punts it out of the air. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Turning on the Jets. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Butler. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Got it in the middle. It's Butler. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving it forward just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got the back over the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Gee. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this defense doing a really good job with situational football. Both drives. Last drive gave up some yards, 0 points. This drive forcing a 3rd and long. You bring on the pass rushers, you get after them in a predictable situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. There is a flag on the play. Now, this is on the defense. It might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Leaves it with the running back. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Butler. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments and going for it all. And And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the three. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
But unlike the days of Rodney and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 4 over South Carolina. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Ivy. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Martin. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got it. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Makes the catch. It's Polk. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Polk.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Look out, he's got room. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
And the Monarchs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Flips it out on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead is down to a field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At the 45, on his way. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. It's caught downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Finds a little space. Lots of running room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Monarchs want to pick up the tempo. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Polk. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Gives it on the option. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. They'll try to slam it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Trying to get it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're thinking touchdown here on fourth and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. Under fire. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. Fourth down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Got room to work.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium. Everything in the playbook is over the top.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly on the move. And he's got it inside the 35. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it first and 10, threatening inside the 30. They'll try the run. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, look out. The ball's free. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. All tied up here in the 4th quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Snags a quick pass on the left.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Monarchs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Butler. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Back open in the middle. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Monarchs with the 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Polk. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Monarchs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Monarchs send out the punt unit. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Get it out on the screen. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Finds a man on the right. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Martin.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Man, this guy has an absolute bomb for a leg. You see the contact? It just sounded different. It sounded like an explosion coming off of his foot. Puts it through the uprights. There's NFL teams watching this game. They're jotting down this dude's name right now because that is an NFL Sunday leg.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. He's got it down the right side. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. To the air on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Gotta find a completion on this one. Ball is incomplete, falls to the turf, and that's gonna do it, and it went right down to the final play. Not exactly a ton of points in this one. They just couldn't overcome the offensive struggles and come up short.
And that's a bad feeling when you're the offense because you see your defense time and time again getting stops, giving you the football back and giving you an opportunity. The offense, they just couldn't pull their own weight.
I hear you. It's a bad feeling for the offense, but it really sucks for us as defense because we got to keep going back on the field time and time again with no offensive support. A lot of times the frustration will lead on the sidelines. You'll see people getting angry, but the offense has got to do a better job.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.